Well, I work in politics, and I work for the state of California. The president of the Senate, John Burton, appointed me as one of the survivors to sit on this council. And I didn't really know what all that entailed. But the bottom line was is that for 2 or 3 years, we were able in the state of California to give out research grants that were non-duplicative of anything that NIH was doing or any place else in the country. And we were focused on gender-based cancers and innovative and creative cancers research, and as in your document, the transactional stuff. That was a very big thing, and particularly for those of us who are survivors. All this money going into research that stays back in the research department and never ever gets into the clinic where we all need it. And to have to wait until some doctor says you have 3 months and then you get into a clinical trial is hogwash. So we were focused at the California level on getting that research into the clinics. I am a huge proponent of acupuncture. 7 years later, still go at least once every 2 weeks. There's a point in between your chemotherapies. It's called the nadir. Your immune system is at its lowest point. Your white cells are flat. And so they don't want you to go out. They don't want you to be around people because of the complications, obviously. And they have some kind of a medicine that they give people. I want to say it's called Neupogen, something like that. That is an artificial blood booster. And I wanted to not have to put anything more into my body that was not already being put in with all that poison. So on 2 different occasions, they took my blood, did the blood work in order for me to go to LA, and my blood counts were too low for me to have the chemo. And I called my acupuncturist, and he said, come on in, and we'll do 2 treatments. And then I went back and had my blood work done, and the blood work was up. So to me, that was empirical evidence that there was something going on between acupuncture and my immune system and my blood work, my blood cells. I don't know that any research has ever been done on it. What happens in Western medicine is they say, well, that's all very nice, but there's been no research. Of course, there's no money from the federal government to do the research, so hence there's no research. I think that what I try to tell people, especially these women who I'm sort of peer supporting with, who are diagnosed with ovarian cancer, is that it's not a death sentence. At some point in our lifetime, it will be a chronic illness. That there are things that you can do that you have to take charge, that you have to be in control of your own medical life. That just because somebody has an MD after their name doesn't mean they're right. They're all good people. Everybody's trying to do the right thing. If you disagree with a doctor, you get to say you disagree. If you don't like the way the doctor is, you get to find another doctor. These are all things I learned after being diagnosed with cancer. I found out that I'm pretty smart, and I can ask all the right questions now. Being intimidated by the medical profession is hard for a lot of people. And I tell everybody that we can beat this thing. My name is Lindy Rose Graham, and I am an ovarian and melanoma cancer survivor.